With the rise of Starlink satellite internet, a whole new aftermarket industry has taken off, literally. People all over the world are now adding third-party accessories to mount and protect their Starlink setups. Since these dishes are usually mounted outdoors, on rooftops, RVs, or remote sites, they're exposed to all sorts of hazards: hail, falling branches, bird attacks, and travel-related wear like scratches or stone chips. One popular solution? A hard RF transparent plastic cover that shields the dish from damage while maintaining performance. Dishy Shield was the first to launch a practical product like this back in February 2024, and since then, many others have entered the space. In today's video, I'm reviewing and torture testing 3 protective covers made for the Starlink mini dish. Disclaimer: this review is entirely based on my personal experience and testing. By no means was my method scientific. I'm not sponsored by any of the brands, and all products were bought independently. The suppliers had no idea this review was coming, and as always, your experience may differ, so do your own research before buying. The 3 protective covers for the Starlink mini dish that I will be testing is 1. The Mini PC3 from King Dyer Electron, China, available on Amazon. 2. The Mini Starlink Dish Protector from Campervan Builders, Australia, sold on their website. 3. The original Dishy Shield Mini, developed in Australia and sold worldwide. So how tough are these covers really? In this video, we'll find out by putting them through the ultimate torture test, including a drop test, hammer drop, axe strike, and even a rifle shot. Let's see who is best. Here's how I'll be judging them. 1. Price, packaging, and delivery. 2. Looks, general quality, design, and finish. 3. Fit on the Starlink mini dish terminal. And of course, 4. Survival in a brutal series of torture tests to simulate potential hazards. Let's get right into it. Price, packaging, and delivery. First up, the Mini PC3 from King Dyer Electron, made in China, available on Amazon for 49.19 Australian dollar, about $32 US, delivery included to Australia. Took about 3 weeks, made from acrylic, thickness not specified. It arrived in a cardboard box which was inside a postage pouch. Then the Mini Starlink Dish Protector from Campervan Builders, purchased directly from their website. Price was $90 Australian, about $59 US. Local delivery in Australia cost $10 and took 3 days to arrive. Website states it's made from 3mm UV protected polycarbonate. It was packed inside a soft postage pouch with no cardboard box. Finally, the original Dishy Shield Mini from Australia. It costs $90 Australian, about $59 US. They ship worldwide. Postage will vary. Local postage was $15 Australian, and it arrived within 5 days. Also made from 3mm polycarbonate and UV protected on both sides. Let's wrap up this section of the review. The Mini PC3 from China is the most affordable of the 3. However, it had the longest shipping time. That said, it arrived well packaged and undamaged. It's made from acrylic, which is not UV protected. It's important to note that polycarbonate is up to 200 times stronger than acrylic, so the upcoming torture tests should be very revealing. The Mini Starlink Dish Protector, sold by Campervan Builders in Australia, is priced higher than the Mini PC3. The origin of the product is unclear, but it's stated to be made from UV-protected polycarbonate. While polycarbonate is a much stronger and more expensive material than acrylic, this unit wasn't shipped in a cardboard box, which increases the risk of shipping damage. The Dishy Shield Mini, also made from UV-protected polycarbonate, is priced the same as the Campervan Builder's version, but offers a more professional presentation. It arrived in a sturdy cardboard box and benefits from Dishy Shield's longer track record in producing protective covers for STARLINK. Their experience in the space gives them a credibility edge. In terms of price, the Mini PC3 wins, but that comes at the cost of durability and material quality. Between the two polycarbonate options, both offer similar specs. But Dishy Shield's packaging and manufacturing history give it the advantage, at least for now. We'll see how all three perform in the upcoming torture test section. Next up, the unboxing, looks, general quality, design, and finish. First up, the Mini PC3 from China. Received in good order with no apparent damage. Packed in bubble wrap. Additional little rubber grommet. No visible damage or deformation. Smooth and deburred inside edges. Angular corners on good size grip flanges. Some small lifting and scuff marks on protective covering. Seems solid and well made. Some very obvious fold relieve cut marks on the face of it. Side flanges exposes corners of STARLINK dish once fitted. Looks well made except for open corners. Next up, the mini dish protector from Campervan Builders received in a postage pouch only. Protective cover packed with additional bubble wrap. Angular rear design. Small nicks and lifting of protective membrane. Nothing significant, though. Grip flanges offers corner protection to STARLINK dish, which is important. Ouch, these inside edges are razor sharp and have not being deburred. Seems solid. There is a significant bow in the unit. Not clearly visible on this footage is that the rear flanges are bent down beyond a 90-degree angle. Next up, the Dishy Shield Mini, received in a box with no visible damage, clearly branded and labeled. Additionally, packed in bubble wrap, reference to their Facebook page on the packaging. No outer protective membrane, yet no visible nicks or marks. Logo and branding to the inside of top grip flange, emphasizing that this is a original and authentic Dishy Shield and a ISO 9001 standard stamp. Clear and concise installation instructions, together with a Made in Australia icon. Rounded corners on rear grip flanges. Inside edges nice and smooth, it has obviously been deburred. Edge flanges offers corner protection to the STARLINK terminal. Solid and well made. Notice that the grip flanges is angled to better fit the shape of the STARLINK dish's rear profile. To conclude this section, the Mini PC3 from China, available on Amazon, is a well-made and sturdy unit. However, its corner edges are open, meaning it offers no protection to the dish's corners, a potential weak point. The interior edges are smooth and the rear has a very angular design. While the build feels solid, it lacks any branding or installation instructions, which affects the overall user experience. The STARLINK mini dish protector purchased from Campervan builders in Australia is solid and sturdy. It provides corner protection to the dish with better edge flanges compared to the PC3 model. However, razor-sharp inside edges might cause injury to you or damage to the STARLINK terminal itself. I have reservations about the fold angle of the grip flanges. No branding or installation instructions. Overall finish and appearance is slightly disappointing. The Dishy Shield Mini presented well, branded with clear installation instructions and confirmation of its pedigree and origin. Well designed and finished. The edge flanges are nicely rounded and offer better protection compared to the Mini PC3. Rear design is more rounded with smooth, deburred edges. The angle of the rear grip flange folds are more suited to the rear profile of the STARLINK mini dish. When it comes to looks, general quality, design, and finish, Dishy Shield sets the bar and is the winner in this section. Next up, fit and installation onto the STARLINK dish. First up, the Mini PC3 available on Amazon. The protective membrane came off easy enough. The unit looks nice and undamaged, even if there were some marks on the protective covering. Let's see how it fits on the STARLINK terminal. Slides on smooth yet firm. Open and exposed corners as predicted. Cover overhangs corners of face significantly. There is visible gaps and play between the rear grip flanges and the rear surface of the dish. The tab on the face for inserting the grommet to prevent the cover from sliding back is a nice touch. This, however, might present problems when using the unit with other aftermarket mounting options. Unit removes easy enough from the terminal. Overall impression is good. Next up, the STARLINK mini dish protector from Campervan builders. The corner protection that extends on the side flanges is good. Some noticeable fold marks on protective membrane. Protective sheet comes off easy enough. Again, be mindful of the sharp inside edges. Overall appearance is good. Let's fit this unit on the terminal. Very tight at this stage. This presents a problem. I don't want to damage my STARLINK dish unit. Bugger that. Even worse to try and remove. Here is the problem. Those rear grip flanges are bent beyond the 90-degree angle. This does not match the rear profile of the actual dish. I will try again. Maybe I am just clumsy. Nope, this is unacceptable. Forcing it will break something. I give up. This model is out, and here's why. No matter how strong the material or how sleek the design, if the cover doesn't fit the dish properly, it simply can't do its job. A protective cover that doesn't securely attach offers zero real protection to your STARLINK mini dish. Unfortunately, the version sold by Campervan builders falls short. Based on my testing, it appears to be a poorly executed imitation, one that compromises function for form. Sorry, Campervan builders, but this one just doesn't make the cut. We will move along to the Dishy Shield Mini. Protective membrane removes easy. Unit is scratch and damage free. Slides on smooth but firm. The profile of the polycarbonate cover fits the dish perfectly. No overhanging corners. Notice how the edge flanges extend to the corners. The rear grip flanges fit the profile of the dish without any visible gaps or movement. It takes a firm pull to remove. Doubt if it will slide off on its own. Good stuff, Dishy Shield. To conclude the fit section of this review, the STARLINK Mini Dish Protector from Campervan Builders is disqualified due to serious fitment issues. It simply doesn't fit properly on the dish, which renders it ineffective as a protective cover. The Mini PC3, available on Amazon, offered a decent fit overall. However, the shield overhangs the dish corners by approximately 8 mm, which may cause interference when using certain third-party mounting options. Additionally, the edge flanges do not extend to the dish's corners, and the rear grip flanges fail to follow the rear contour of the dish accurately, resulting in noticeable play and visible gaps. The Dishy Shield Mini, on the other hand, delivered an excellent fit. Its edge flanges fully cover the dish corners, and the shield's profile aligns precisely with the shape of the STARLINK Mini. This makes it much more suitable for use with a variety of mounting systems. The rear grip flanges fit snugly, with no visible gaps or play. The overall fit was smooth, secure, and clearly engineered with precision. When it comes to fit, Dishy Shield is the clear winner. These folks clearly know what they're doing. Now, finally, the part that you all have been waiting for, the torture testing. To speed up this video, I am not including any footage of the STARLINK mini dish from Campervan Builders. This unit was disqualified, and it will be a waste of my time. And more importantly, your time. We will continue with the 2 remaining units. In my arsenal of torture devices was a golf ball, a small rock, a larger rock, a claw hammer, a larger hammer, an axe, and to really punish the units, a heavy cinder block brick. But first, a simple drop test from ceiling height onto a hard surface. First up, the Mini PC3. 2 drops, 1 on each side. Here goes the Dishy Shield Mini. Same story, 2 drops. The result, both units no damage, nada, zip, Diddly squat, not even a scratch. To torture test, the covers presented a unique problem. No doubt I did not want to risk damage to my own STARLINK dish terminal, so I devised a plan. From polystyrene, I made mock dishes. The soft polystyrene will show any damage to the face of the dish clearly. Let's get started. So insignificant was the golf ball, I am not wasting more time with it. First up, the Mini PC3 small rock drop. Claw hammer. Bigger rock. Big hammer. Axe drop. Heavy cinder block brick. Finally, a blow with the axe to the face. Surely this must kill it. Now let's see how the Dishy Shield Mini goes. Small rock. Claw hammer. Big rock. Big hammer. Axe drop. Here comes the cinder block brick. Here comes the axe blow. The results up to this point. The mock dish protected by the Mini PC3 is only slightly deformed on the one side, no penetration damage, which is good. The face has some scratches and a clear mark where the axe contacted it. Overall, I am impressed. The mock dish protected by the Dishy Shield Mini has no visible damage, except for a slight mark on the one side. The shield itself shows a mark where the axe contacted it, but apart from that minimal damage, nicely done both units. This is remarkable. Let's up the stakes and see if we can destroy these units. 3 shots with a .22 caliber rifle. Same distance, standard velocity rounds. The Mini PC3 is first. Next, the Dishy Shield Mini. The second shot is low. The impact causes the unit to rock and impact against the timber pallet at the rear, shattering the top flange from the rear. Tough luck for Dishy Shield. Next, we try an arrow. First, the Mini PC3. Then the Dishy Shield. Stay tuned for my final conclusions. But first, let's examine the results after the rifle and arrow test. First up, the Mini PC3 available on Amazon. Visible damage and penetration can be observed. Note how the acrylic deformed into sharp points on the rear. Now, let's look at the mock polystyrene dish. The impact from the bullets and arrow made significant holes into the soft polystyrene. If this was your STARLINK dish, there will be damage. Now, the Dishy Shield Mini. Clear impact marks on the face. Dishy Shield's bad luck when the unit got knocked from the rear. That broke the top grip flange. The protrusions at the rear not as significant compared to the Mini PC3. Looking at the polystyrene mock-up, the impact marks are visible but not nearly as deep and wide in comparison. Before you buy anything online, it's always important to do your own research. Not all suppliers are upfront, and product quality can vary wildly. What I've shared here is based purely on my own hands-on experience. Your results may differ, and that's okay. That said, the 2 models that made it to the end of this review are both solid options, but there are significant differences in price, materials, and overall quality. The Mini PC3, purchased from Amazon, is the more affordable choice. However, it's made from acrylic, which is not UV protected. Over time, it's likely to yellow and become brittle. It also leaves the dish corners exposed and may interfere with third-party mounting systems. Still, if your only concern is protecting the dish from direct impact, it does the job. The Dishy Shield Mini, on the other hand, stands out for all the right reasons. It's part of a proven lineup of products covering everything from the Gen 2 and Gen 3 STARLINK dishes to travel and fixed location setups. They were the first to develop this type of protective cover, and they've earned a strong reputation for quality and customer support. Their shields are made from UV-protected polycarbonate, so they won't fade, yellow, or degrade over time. And they offer full coverage and an excellent fit. In my opinion, Dishy Shield has set the benchmark when it comes to STARLINK dish protection. And this review has shown why. Thanks for sticking around to the end. If you found this video helpful or have a friend that's looking, please like and share this video.